just, okay, I see that you did this, did that, cool. Achievements can be about numbers for sure, right? If you change some numbers, if you track some analytics and you, I have examples at the very right for some graphic designer at the very right of this board. So see, she lists key achievements at the very end of each section, of each place of work, right, where she worked. So make sure you have some key achievements. For UX designers, that can be, again, about some KPIs, right? You can Google marketing KPIs and UX KPIs, both. Both could be improved when UX designer comes to the stage. So marketing KPIs, UX KPIs. Just Google about them too, if you haven't really heard anything about it, but still would be good to know. And see, she uses a lot of this percentage, speaking about increase in site traffic, increase in session lengths, and things like that. For B2B products, this is one set of KPIs. For B2C, another set of KPIs. So think about those projects that you work for and brainstorm what KPIs could be improved after your redesign, or if you design something from scratch. Again, there could be some KPIs that you will measure at the very beginning, because you should have some plan for measuring them. This is one thing. It's about KPIs. These are some numbers. But even if you didn't measure KPIs, if you're not in touch with marketing department, things like that, you can mention what changed from UX perspective for your users. For example, Konstantin can say that in that bank where he worked, there was some very complicated, entangled process for doing something for users. And he was so proactive, he pushed in the direction of reducing the number of clicks for users to do something. And so after his redesign of some user flow, the number of clicks reduced from 150 clicks to just ideally 3 clicks, right? Nothing should be more than 3 clicks away. And sometimes in banking apps, it's so complicated. You don't know how to send money to someone, and only after clicking things for 30 minutes around, I figure it out. Konstantin streamlined those processes, and it's now much easier. So reducing, I would just put it there, reducing the number of clicks from
100 to 0.
Yes, to 0, ideally. Well, 0 means there won't be much interaction. Let it be to 3. So the idea is there. Think what could be improved from UX perspective, and things should become easier for the users to use your app. Think what was so complicated, what was the problem with that product, how you improve things. Right. So that's about achievements. Your achievement can be something in implying your soft skills. For example, you persuaded your product owner not to do something, maybe, or do something. Again, and if we go back to the CVs, so we have 2 more. What is profile? Maybe you could just rename it into summary or about. And then sounds cool. That's what I was talking about. 6 years of experience, great. 2+ years of UX UI, great. And web design. If that will be a UX UI position, I wouldn't mention both UX UI and graphic design, because these are a little bit different. So if that's a UX UI position you apply for, I would just delete graphic designer here from the title. Would just say UX UI.
Why? I'm sorry. I don't understand why, because I have really great experience in graphic design with a lot of great companies.
Yeah.
And why I don't want, why I don't need to put it there.
Yeah, it depends on the job opening, whom they are looking for. If that is closer to your UX position, they would love to see this in your portfolio. If that is something that combines, and there are roles that combine UX, UI, and graphic design, you have responsibilities from that field and from that one, then it will only benefit to your background, seeing that you are both.
Okay, maybe I can make 2 CVs, maybe for graphic design as well, and for UI UX to describe for different fields what I was doing for graphic design with great companies and what I was doing in maybe small and try to understand how to improve my skills and show what I've done before. With my really great experiences, as I said.
It's just so great you cannot even admit it, right? You want to highlight you have this and that. What if you come from 2 worlds, right? Yeah, cool. And I love it that you enumerate clients. What are the places they come from? These are the brands, right?
Yes, Misha, Heathrow, Marriott, Volkswagen, Mars Insurance, and United Nations.
But it's easy for Nastya, who already has this experience. And as someone said, okay, if I don't have experience, right, just imaginary projects that I have, what should I do? So the answer is...
it is interesting point, because I work with these brands when I was like graphic designer. Some of them, maybe for United Nations, we make this quiz, and I was like a web designer, and I don't know how to separate these 2 fields in my CV.
Yeah, then you should really go for graphic designer CV and put all these things there. If we look at the graphic designer CV of this Morgan Story, whom I placed at the very right? She's got summary here, and you can just go with these things, right? Saying that skilled at blending brand goals with design aesthetics. This is more about brand design, right? UX design is might be slightly into still like, more into understanding users, improving processes rather than aesthetics, because this is more towards visual side, this is more towards analytical side. What you are more interested in applying analytical skills or applying your visual skills? That's what
it's an interesting question, because mostly like visual skills I prefer more.
So still more visuals.
And I understand that I now study at UXL platform, maybe you hear about it, and I'm trying to learn these analytical skills, how to improve, level up my analytical skills, talk about that. And it's for now it's really a problem to understand, for my understanding, how to separate these both. Maybe I need to delete all information about graphic design and make the target for UIX only. Maybe I don't know, and it's the reason why I'm here.
Yeah, that's a question to yourself, first of all, but seems like you answered this question. You still want to...
Yes, sorry, I just want to add that I have absolutely the same situation with Anastasia, and I understand you very much, because I can't decide what to choose. I have a huge experience of more than 6 years in graphic design, and UI is much closer to me than UX, and UX is a problem for me.
Yeah, but if it's a problem...
I'm totally correct.
Then why you should go for UX if you don't even, like it that much? Maybe just highlight that part, that you're really good into blending. Still it's
about... But as I understand, UX, UI designer, they're also together. They're always together. It's one position.
No, in Poland I found different job offers for UI designers and UX designers, but mostly they have the both role in the one position, and I'm trying to, as I said, I'm trying to understand which way I need to go and how I need to create my CV more right. Right.
Well, there is no one correct way, to
Correct,
create,
yeah,
to wrap up your CV.
I see the situation in Belarus. They are looking for UX, UI, graphic, content, and so on and so forth, designer for one position.
And if you work with
motion
3D,
designer.
it will be the great one.
Yes, and it's difficult for me to decide whether should I mention this graphic experience in my CV, or should I just reject and show that I have no experience at all in
No,
UX,
of course
UI
you should
design.
say it. Yeah, that's just a great plus, a bonus. I can even do some graphic design for you. For example, it's a startup, right? And they literally need a jack of all trades, someone who
And
will.
but what would follow? Should I mention this?
So you could just go, just like this, Morgan, say creative and collaborative UX UI designer with 5 years experience, for example, and mention the brand, the domains anyway that you worked for, even as a graphic designer. But still, was it lifestyle, tech, retail, hospitality spaces? So mention what you did, and then you can say that I'm skilled at both, and digging deep and understanding the root of the process, but also in visuals, and good in visuals, because UX design, as they say, it actually has 3 things that are put together: analytical skills, psychology, understanding users, right? Analytical, psychology, and visuals. You can say I'm good in all 3. I can ask why questions, right? I understand what things we should dig into to understand why users do this or that. I'm good in talking to users. I love it. I'm so interested in people geniusly, like talking to people, understanding what the real root of the problem is, because sometimes what people say, that doesn't mean what the real problem is. So right, you love talking to people. And the last but not least, and it's a very important thing for designers still, I'm good in visuals, and I have graphic design experience that helped me to scale up my visual design, and I created a lot of cool even you can go to as far as branding strategy for some brand, or was it just what she enumerates here, some prints. What do graphic designers do? Layouts, right?
Brand strategy.
Yeah,
well.
brand strategy. That's the top level, right? Going as far as the brand strategy for some brands, or just layouts, color, story, typography. Yeah, that's what you align. So for some startup, you would be, pure gold, because you can handle all 3 most important parts, right? That this job consists of: analytical skills, psychology, and visuals. Yeah, I will write it down for you here, just for yourself. Like, explain why you are good in all 3. Remember some stories where you applied analytical skills, and that's mostly about asking why questions, trying to understand the reasons. Analytical skills, psychology, that you're good in this as well. Psychology, and the last thing is visuals.
Can we mention here about marketing skills and strategy and so on? Of
course, marketing is a part of UX as well.
Yeah. And I know it's maybe including analytical skills, or maybe it's another way. Yeah, marketing is one field where analytical skills can be applied, right? Yeah. Analytical skills are important for marketologists, for business analysts, basically for everyone. So you can say I'm just good in applying analytical skills, whether it goes about marketing, positioning our brand, and because we include marketing skills to analytic, yes? Analytical. And try to describe here, yes? Yeah, analytical skills is a part of marketing. Part of marketing. Part of marketing, part of business analysis, project
management everywhere. Yeah, it's basically needed everywhere. So you say it's just easier for me to be a designer because like I have analytical critical skills, right? Critical thinking skills. That's basically similar. Analytical or critical thinking skills. All right. So in your summary, say that you're creative, collaborative UX UI designer with experience of working in these domains, and I'm thrilled to apply my analytical problem-solving skills and my visual design skills, right, to contribute to the growth of your company, right? Just the way this N Brown goes, right? Skills. It's actually mostly more or less all the skills that you need applying for a UX UI position. So just copy paste this. Tools,
Okay, great.
again, for tools, it's not that much at the moment because basically lots of people just do everything in Figma. And for these links, I would move them to the very top next to Anastasia.
This links from it's PNG from Figma. I'm at more information in Lay Start in Touch here.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying that. I'm saying that because if you move links to the very top, you would still have place for achievements. And this, of course, that lady is so fortunate. She's a startup founder as well. She's got her own startup, and so she led that team to win some startup, blah, blah, blah. Still, almost everyone has achievements. Whatever you did, wherever you did it, maybe that was some volunteering work, right? Maybe you ran some meetup for whomever. Just think what you did in your life that could be highlighted in achievements. But for sure, there can be some UX UI achievements as well. Even if you just started, if you're passionate about that. Maybe when you published your project on Behance, you collected 100 likes in 2 days. I don't know. Maybe you're sharing some cool templates in Figma community. I don't know. So there should be something. Again, at our course, we discuss that as well. So if you feel like you need support, join us. Because there's obviously not enough time to speak about all this. But yeah, I could like individually work with you and still extract those achievements. Because yeah, just talking and going through your experience. Again, Alexandra did a pretty good job to highlight all the sections in bold. It's easily readable. I can easily find things. Just again, the layout that is Anastasia puts it this I letter, U being capital letter, and then I small one, U capital, X small one. I would just go with all capitals, right? UX UI, and I would put UX first, as that's. But what if Nasta says she's more interested in UI? And that's
In
why
UI,
she has it, right? Yeah, maybe.
And that's why first UI, then UX, and then a graphic designer.
Yeah, but with these small letters, I think that she still has this, attitude to UX UI as if it's something not very cool. With these small letters, I don't know. Maybe you could go with all capitals, right?
Yeah,
UI, UX.